around. Tell me what you feel, what you sense, what you see, what is happening.
I feel a lot of light and vibration. It's a different kind of communication
Okay.
from what we have on Earth.
Oh, really? Okay.
And I feel like I may be even in a mountain.
Oh, good.
I'm just surrounded in light.
Surrounded in light. What's the light look like? Does it have any color?
It's like a golden white light.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really high frequency.
Ah. You said you might be in a mountain. Do you get the sense that you're in some kind of a landmass like that?
That's what it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
Mountain, cavern.
Okay. Interesting.
It's
And oh, go ahead. Oh, okay. Beautiful.
It's a big city,
Uh-huh.
but it's all light and frequency.
Ah. So a city of light and frequency. Amazing. Can you tell me any more about it? What it looks like or feels like, or what's
It feels
around you?
very high vibrational.
Mm-hmm.
Um, very expansive.
Hmm. How do you feel?
I feel light and it's hard to explain. Um, I almost feel like I'm in a big void.
Hmm.
Not scary or anything.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like I'm just in a big, expansive, high vibrating void.
Okay. Good.
And the light is, uh, I'll say this, communicating with me, but vibrationally.
Okay.
I don't hear a voice, I feel the energy of it.
Okay. Is it communicating anything specific to you at the moment?
Mm. I just feel like it's changing my frequency,
Oh.
and it kind of is changing colors. So it's like a greenish blue right now.
Oh, cool. In this.
It's still an upgrade, I feel like.
Uh-huh. Okay. being upgraded. Yeah. In this space, in this void, do you get a sense of any kind of a form? Are you in any form, or are you energy?
I'm energy, definitely. No form.
Okay.
And it's an upgrade of my current energy.
Oh, wonderful. So upgrade for Deborah.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Expansion.
Wonderful.
Powerful. Now it's kind of turning yellow and moving up like a V. Looks like a V.
Wow. Is anything else going on?
Looks like 0 point to me.
Mm-hmm.
I almost hear like some toning a little bit. Almost sounds like a male voice. Toning, not talking, toning.
Mm-hmm. And how does that make you feel?
Peaceful.
Yeah.
He actually says he's Adama.
Oh, okay. Yes, I'm familiar with the drama.
And he says he's now talking.
Okay.
And I'm ready for this upgrade energetically. Like a graduation.
Oh, fantastic.
And I have some meridians clearing at the moment.
Okay.
He says the tests of the past are complete.
Okay. Good.
And I got through. Well done, he said.
Is he doing any of the upgrading with
It
on you?
feels, yes. So I feel a lot of energy moving through me, through and around, like down through my head and my neck, my torso, down my arms, kind of makes a circuit and then goes back down the torso into the legs and feet. And I just feel like particles also moving, changing. And it's a little heavy too. So it's clearing out the density, they say.
Okay.
My head's kind of kind of feels squeezed at the moment.
Okay.
And then my ears just popped, so lightening up. And my throat chakra, there's movement like a portal. It feels like a portal in my throat chakra right now.
Oh, wow.
And
Feel opened?
yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like a light portal, and I can see it. Oh, and a huge meridian just cleared right now. Whew.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it feels really nice. All of it. They said I was ready for this.
Can they expand on what this is going to do for you?
They say it's going to open more gifts for me. Clairvoyance, clairaudience is going to be heightened. Clairsentience. My abilities to see and move through time. And to feel more, what's the word? Feel more comfortable with those abilities.
Okay. Wonderful.
And more meridians clearing.
Mm-hmm.
Ears popping. And energy movement in my solar plexus and sacral chakras right now.
Okay.
And my heart is just thumping just
Mm-hmm.
at the moment. But lots of clearing going on in my torso.
Okay. You seeing anything else?
It's kind of weird. There's like an X. But it's almost like a star or an X right in the middle. Which to me always represents the 0 point, but
Mm-hmm.
it's small. It's kind of weird.
Hmm.
Because usually I see this big old X in the diamonds. Oh, and I see infinity symbol right now.
Okay.
Now it's kind of a gray blue type of light, becoming kind of whitish yellow. Different frequencies. The colors represent different frequencies.
Okay. Different colors, different frequencies. Okay.
Everything's lightening up now. I was feeling really like dense and heavy, but now I feel I feel light. And it's like light particles flowing down from my, above my head down.
Mm-hmm.
Like a big pillar now,
Okay.
like golden white light.
Beautiful. Is Adama still there or anyone else with you?
I think I'm finished.
Okay. Good.
Yeah, I think I'm finished.
Beautiful. Okay. Well, that is wonderful. Since it went right in and did some clearing on you, that's amazing. Okay.
I'm still clearing.
Yeah.
Meridians are still clearing.
Good. 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 Just let them complete.
So it says many, many karmic contracts for me are complete now.
Mm. Okay.
The worst is over. Expansion will be the new theme.
Expansion. Good.
And he says we're done.
Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay. Well, why don't we go ahead if you're ready? We can go ahead and we can just close down the scene. And just let it fade into the background. And let's go ahead and drift away. Let's drift to another time, another place where there's helpful information for you. And we are moving to a new time and a new place. You are arriving at this new time and new place. You have arrived. And just look around and tell me what you see, or maybe what you feel.
I feel like I'm in a forest.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Lots of trees, rocks. It's peaceful.
What kind of trees are there around you? What do they look like?
Like large, very large, like pine trees. I'm here to anchor energy.
Okay. Good.
Really dense right now.
Uh-huh.
And
Is the area you're in dense?
no, my body's really dense.
Your body's dense.
Really
Okay.
vibrating at the moment.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Do you want to go ahead and anchor the energy?
Yeah,
Okay.
I gotta get rid of all
Okay.
the energy inside of me.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do that. And if you can, just describe what you're feeling or what you're seeing.
I was feeling really heavy.
Mm-hmm.
But now setting the intention to anchor, I can just feel it pouring into the earth, my energy.
Okay.
And it feels good because it's lightening me up. And there's a light portal over my head, like a golden light portal. And I just feel the energy pouring through me down into Mother Earth. And my heart is beating along here pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm used to that. I'm used to my heart chakra's expansion.
Mm-hmm.
Intense. And I can feel the cord in my tailbone and the energy pouring out my grounding cord into the earth.
Okay.
And the earth is thanking me.
Wonderful.
Upgraded crystalline energy from the great central sun.
Mm-hmm. At this moment, are you kind of the conduit? The
Yes. Mm-hmm.
okay.
I am definitely a conduit and a portal
Mm-hmm.
for this energy to flow through.
Well, what does this energy flowing in to Gaia? What is it? What is it going to do?
Expand collective consciousness. And I'm clearing again my meridians. It's meant to expand and assist humanity going forward and Mother Earth. New light codes, new upgraded crystalline frequencies, which is going to help and enable humanity to not only awaken, but awaken quickly to their gifts, um, and those that are supposed to be on mission to their missions. It's not going to be like what we went through. It's going to be the word I want. It's going to be sped up.
Okay. Quickening.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And so what's happening now?
I'm light again.
Okay.
So that I get really heavy and dense. And once I've anchored, then I'm very light and peaceful and
Good.
calm. It's almost like an anxiousness, like a quickening for me, like I need to do this.
Yes. Important. Good. In this forest, do you have any idea where it is? Do you have any sense of that?
Mount Shasta's just on the brain today.
Okay.
It feels like Mount Shasta.
Good. All right. And is there anything else that needs to be done in this spot, in this moment?
Just taking in the beauty and the tranquility of it
Wonderful.
and the light. There's a lot of silver light emanating now from it,
Oh,
like a crystal, like just an expanded energy of a crystal. It's beautiful.
beautiful. Yeah.
I'm supposed to go there first, is what I'm told,
Yep.
which is the plan. So that's good.
Good.
And from there, I'll be guided.
Fantastic. You just take all that in and just tell me when you feel like it's complete.
I feel like a lot of particles are going into me right now. My arms are tingling and my hands and my chest and everywhere. It's like I downloaded those light codes and now they're giving them back to me again.
Yeah. Is this giving you some crystalline upgrades?
Yes, yes. And it feels very light. There's no heaviness. It's very light. And it's easing up now, so it's completing.
Okay. Does this have anything to do with our bodies changing into a crystalline structure?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's not. So our bodies are made up of carbon, yes, but the crystalline is just the energetic of the bodies. It's not a
Mm-hmm.
people might see it as, oh, the inside of my body's crystal now. No, it's just the energy of it.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That was like a massive massive meridian clearing.
Great.
Yeah, it's really cool. So yeah, it's coming online for everybody who's aware and is contracted to experience it.
Fantastic.
It's open to anybody who's open to it, is what they're saying.
Okay. Is there any way that someone who is open to it could activate it or ask for it?
They could just tap into Mother Earth's energy and yes, and ask to be uploaded with the new crystalline frequencies.
Great.
And now they're showing me a vision of like a womb
Okay.
trip. Just a like a full of light. I think that represents the earth.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Wonderful. Do you know who's showing you this?
My higher self.
Okay.
And the earth is speaking to my higher self.
Okay.
So the earth is showing my higher self what it appears like after the energy had been anchored.
Oh.
Just a huge pocket of white light with some blue and green hues to it.
Wonderful.
Now it's just kind of fading.
Mm-hmm. Good.
But my body is really vibrating now.
Is there more to be done here?
Nope,
No?
that's all. Yep, that was
Okay.
it.
Okay. Good. All right.
Oh,
Good. Let's go ahead and move forward then. So just go ahead and just release the scene. It's drift away from this forest. And we'll just let it go. And we'll drift on to another scene. We'll move into another scene, another time, another place. We are moving to a new time and a new place. And you are now arriving at a new time or a new place. Now that you have arrived, tell me what you see or what you feel. And just use your senses.
I feel like this time I'm in Washington,
Okay.
Pacific Northwest, but Washington.
Okay.
And there's a big, huge lake, and I think this lake represents Gig Harbor, which is near my friend's house where I was going to be staying. And I have that feeling again, like I'm supposed to anchor.
Okay.
Getting really heavy and vibrating really,
All
really
right.
high right now.
So are you by the lake?
I am, yes.
Okay.
There's trees and rocks and kind of there's some open clearing. But I feel like I'm supposed to anchor again here.
All right. Okay, good. You can go ahead and do that. And just describe whatever you can, whatever you feel.
I feel dense at the moment, but I also am seeing like a portal of violet energy coming down in a triangular form
Okay.
over me. And now it's starting to wash through me.
Mm.
And going through my grounding cord, pulsating into the earth. Lots of pulsating in my root chakra.
Mm.
The energy is really bright and really light, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Bright and light. Beautiful.
Flowing through my head. My head's kind of pulsating. And down through my spine. Kind of changing color and shape now. Sort of magenta and then blue, a little yellow, some green, really high frequency.
Mm.
Heart is really pumping again.
Mm-hmm.
My high heart is vibrating. My throat chakra is vibrating. Ooh.
Wow. Sounds like it's intensely moving into the ground.
It is. Oh, it's starting to lighten up a little bit though.
Good. Yeah, just breathe. Just breathe.
That's better. I don't feel like my heart is going to jump out of my chest anymore.
Okay, good.
And it wasn't even a fast heartbeat. It's just like a thumping,
Mm-hmm.
very powerful thumping. and it's finishing up now.
Okay. Yeah.
Lots of my first 3 chakras are really expanded right now, it feels like.
How is the earth taking this energy in at this moment?
So now it's showing me like a white light pillar again.
Okay.
Just right in front of my third eye, just a pillar of white light, which is just a subtly changing colors. Just real subtle blue, green, yellow. And I'm being told that Mother Gaia is very happy with this energy.
Good.
And I'm feeling light again.
Oh, great.
So it amplifies the resonance when it goes through and in, when the light codes come in. And it assists with transmutation of old energy.
Mm-hmm.
And again, the anchoring of those new codes, which are available to anybody who wants them.
Oh, that's so great.
Whew.
And how are you doing?
I feel great. I love it. I
Good.
really do. But it's intense when it comes through.
Mm-hmm. I can feel it from here, so it must be very intense.
Whew.
Mm-hmm.
My legs are a little achy, but it's probably just all that energy moving.
Mm-hmm.
I feel very honored to anchor the energy.
Great. Mm-hmm. Okay. And is there anything else to be done in this spot?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. And do you feel like you're ready to move forward?
Yes.
Okay. I get the sense that we should try to move forward one more time.
Yeah, they're telling me Mexico. I'm not even there yet, but they're telling me that.
Okay. All right, let's move forward. Let's just drift away from this big lake, from this area, this Washington area. And let's leave it behind, and we'll go ahead and drift forward. Move to the next place that you need to go. So we're moving to the next time and place. And we're now arriving in the new place, in the new time. And just be there now. And just take a look around. And tell me what's happening here and what you're sensing.
I've never been to New Mexico, but I feel like I'm in a cavern.
Okay.
And I'm told that the energy is really needed here.
Mm-hmm. Very much. So in a cavern. Okay.
And it's like this time it's a golden yellow pillar.
Hmm.
And here I go, starting to vibrate from the solar plexus up into the high heart. My head feels like it's being squeezed at the moment.
Okay.
Throat chakra swirling. Going down my spinal column. Through my grounding cord. Not quite as intense as the other two, but intense just the same.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like this yellow golden column is in a diamond shape, actually. It's
Oh, okay.
like a V.
Mm-hmm. Diamond shape. Cool. Is the light filling up the cavern?
It is, and it's definitely a frequency upgrade for the area.
Okay.
That's been needed for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels it's a major grid point. So in some way it connects to all the other grid points, which is going to help lighten up the energy here. Transmute a lot of old densities. And again, my meridians are clearing again.
Okay.
More like down towards the womb area this time. And a lot of energy in my root chakra right now, which is kind of going back up my spine. So it's like I'm getting downloaded with some new energy.
Okay.
But I'm feeling lighter now, which is good.
Good.
It's telling me it's a very loving energy.
Mm-hmm.
That was needed here.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like it's is it very is it ever sorry, is it very receptive? Is it soaking it all in well?
Mm. Yes.
Good.
And they're thanking me again.
That's great.
And now they're just showing me like a backwards V now. So going upwards. And it's like a blue-green. It's changing hues of the energy that's in.
Oh wow.
So the yellow changed the color and the frequency and the vibration that was in the cavern.
Cool. Are you in any particular area of the state that you know of?
Well, they tell me Carlsbad Cavern.
Okay.
And as I said, I've never been to New Mexico. So I am in a cavern, in one of the caverns. And it feels very peaceful here, very healing.
Good.
I have a lot of tingling on my face. And it just, all I see is just a lot of amplified energy now.
Okay.
Light color.
Is there any sense of how long it would be before this anchoring here will start to show its effects?
Let me ask. Two to 3 months.
Okay.
Is what they say, 2 to 3 months.
Good.
But it was really, really needed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Absolutely. Are you done with the anchoring? Is there more to do?
No, I'm finished. I have a lot of energy running through me and feel
Okay.
very good. It's complete.
Okay. Good. All right. It's wonderful. So at this time, do you feel like we need to move to another place? Or would you like to drift away and maybe go to your higher self or counsel or anything like that? Or do you feel like we need to go to another spot?
I think we're done with the spots for now,
Okay.
because that was a lot of
Mm-hmm.
downloads and energy and uploads that have to be processed.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Ah, whole lot.
Mm.
Okay. Well, I'm going to give you a choice. If you would like to, we could go into your meet your counsel, or we could go into the light realms, or we could even drift away and go into working directly with the higher self. What would you like?
I think I want the higher council.
Okay, let's do that. That sounds great. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's leave this scene. Let's drift away from this cavern, drift away from this time and this place. So I'm going to move forward. We're going to move to a new time and place. Let's go to a time when you are meeting with your council of guides. We are moving and drifting to a time when you are meeting with your guides. And we're arriving into this new place. I'd like you to be there now. And just tell me what you see. See if there's anything around you, any setting, any other beings.
I see color and light,
Mm-hmm.
like two like bright lights, and I see like a magenta color.
Oh, pretty. Two lights.
Yeah, they're like super bright.
Yeah. And just breathe breathe yourself into the scene and let it open up a little bit more. Let it expand. Let those lights come into view. And tell me what you're feeling, seeing now.
I feel like I'm getting more light codes.
Well, they have a plan for you today, didn't they?
They really do.
Goodness.
Oh, right into my head, just right here.
Okay. And are those codes coming from the lights that you're seeing, the
Yes.
magenta lights? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
We're sending more codes in.
And meridians are clearing.
Good. In these lights that you were seeing, are they light beings? Are they part of your team?
They say yes, they're part of the team, but those two super bright lights, they're gone now.
Okay.
Now it's like an all-encompassing magenta. But those bright lights were blinding. And so they kind of integrated into my third eye.
Oh, good. Okay.
They say it's time for more gifts to expand.
Good.
They say you've been asking for this, so here they are.
Okay. Beautiful.
And 2 to 4 months for the expansion.
Okay.
And
So they're just all around you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's just like a big council of magenta light.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Okay. And how does this particular set of codes feel?
My ears are popping again, and my head was feeling tight, but now it's lightening up. I just cleared more meridians again.
Okay.
But I don't feel heavy anymore. I feel just light and tingly.
Good.
And they're excited. They said they're excited that they get to do this for me.
Great. Do they have any other bits of info for you while they're working on you?
That everything will flow easier if I flow with it.
Okay.
Just don't overthink it. Just let it happen naturally, the changes that will come. So
Good.
I guess don't, what's the word? Don't have expectations.
Mm-hmm.
The things that are, the gifts that are meant to come through will come through naturally, and just allow it.
Okay. Good.
Always in code.
would they be able to do any of your physical healing work while they're upgrading you on the areas that have been giving you discomfort?
Let me ask. Yes. Yes, they say they can.
Okay. Yeah, maybe if they could help you out with them, particularly with the elbow and the foot, and maybe even the head area if needed.
They say the head is good.
Great.
The foot and the arm, they're starting to put magenta energy into right now. So my right hand is tingly. They're going to remove that cyst in there as well.
Okay.
That tingling energy is moving up my arm now. A little pressure in the elbow or the area below my elbow where the sore area is. It's a little pressure and tingling and even some vibrating.
Oh, great. Is there a reason that all of this energy, these particular beings that are with you right now, why it's all magenta colored?
It's the healing frequency that's needed and the light codes that my body were meant to take on at this time.
Okay.
Still working on the arm.
Okay.
It's like bands of energy around my forearm now. And some pressure.
And I'm happy to, it may not be needed, but I'm happy to send in energy if it's needed.
It could help, yes, definitely.
Okay. All right, I'll absolutely do that. Sending it into the elbow area as well.
Starting to move up past the elbow a little bit now.
Okay.
Like around, encompassing that whole bony area in there. And at the same time, it's like moving down into my hand and around in a circuit. pulsating.
Mhm. How's it feeling?
Better.
Good.
Starting to open up a little bit now. Yeah. Feels better. And now I think we could go down to the right foot.
Okay.
Some bones popping down there.
Mm-hmm.
So I used to ride horses.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I still do occasionally, but I started riding at 5 and I used to show. And there was a position that I used to have to get into with my heels and my feet for equitation. and that's, they're telling me, they're kind of validating that that's where that bone problem began.
Okay. I see. Good.
And now there's a lot of energy from my baby toe to the third toe, all the way up into the ankle,
Okay.
like a realignment. And then I played tennis, and they're saying that the weak ankles I have were kind of caused from that bone displacement and the tennis playing. And then there's some energy moving like in my pelvis right now. So it's
Good.
almost like a when you hurt one limb, you compensate. It
Mm-hmm.
compensated way up into the hip pelvis areas.
Right. Yep. Just adding in some extra energy.
I can feel it.
And moving back and forth.
I'm even feeling it in my lower back now.
Okay. I can see their magenta. I can
Mm-hmm.
see it. I'm just putting whatever this energy is I'm sending. It looks kind of gold, and I'm just kind of going over top of it, as long as that helps them.
It does, yes.
How is that feeling in your foot?
My foot feels great, and I have a lot of energy flowing on the right and left side of my pelvis
Okay.
and back still.
Okay.
Okay, it feels like it's done.
Great.
Thank
Good.
you.
Good. And the codes and everything that they were giving you, are they still working on that?
No, those are finished.
That's good. Okay. And do they have any other messages for you or information you need or?
This everything I want or I intend or imagine. It will be forthcoming, and just to be patient and stay in the knowing that I'm in the flow and I'm safe. I'm protected always.
Great.
And they're here with me. All I have to do is ask, and they will come.
That's wonderful.
Not just when there's a catastrophe.
Right. Right. Always there. Yeah. Great. Okay. If you feel like you're done with your council meeting, we could go ahead and go straight into the higher self work if you'd like.
Yes, that'd be great.
Okay. So let's go ahead and drift away from there. Let's drift up and away from that scene. We'll leave it behind. And we are now going to float up, floating higher and higher, floating up to fully connect with your higher self. And your higher self is fully merging with you now, stronger than ever before. And your higher self is merging with you so that we can get information and healing. And now you are connected with your higher self. May I please speak to Deborah's higher self now?
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much for working with us today. I know you've already been here the whole time, so
Thank you.
I'd like to invite any other of Deborah's family of light to join with us and begin doing any other healing work that may need to be done. I know that the higher self is connected to all information that is helpful and healing for us today. And it would be okay if I went ahead and asked some questions. Is that appropriate?
Yes.
Okay. So, out of everything that you could have shown Deborah today, why did we go to first, why did we go into Mount Shasta and meet with the Dhamma?
Dhamma has been with Deborah now for about a month and a half, 2 months. He comes forth in peace and with wisdom and expansion. And he wanted to come through to expand her with those light codes. today because it's time.
Mm-hmm.
Time. She knows it's time. We've been calling her for a while now, about, well, over a year.
Okay.
And, is very much aware that she's supposed to be, if it was in her highest interest, to begin going to sacred sites and anchoring light codes and energy to help Mother Gaia ascend and to help humanity ascend and come online. And Mount Shasta represents her highest knowing of Lemuria, Atlantean energy, but mostly the purity of the codes and the consciousness of Lemuria. And we are very much with her. And she's just learning this now.
Okay. Great.
But maybe now she'll understand a little more
Mm-hmm.
why the past few years she's been so drawn to Mount Shasta.
Yes. Yes. Oh, that's great. Yeah, it's fantastic. Nice to put the puzzle together. Is there anything else she needs to know just regarding this meeting with the Dhamma in Mount Shasta to help her move forward, move higher?
That she can call on his energy anytime, and he will come and assist her with questions or light codes or really anything that he wants to work with her.
Great. Okay. And so we went to three spots, and anchored quite a bit of energy. And why was that needed? Why was that needed today? Was that the plan all along today?
It was, and that is a vector. Those were 3 grid points that make a vector.
Okay.
So, California, Mount Shasta, Washington, Gig Harbor, and then New Mexico lines up to a V shape.
Mm-hmm.
And these were the 3 major grid points that were in need of energetic light code upgrades and anchoring of such.
Great. Great, great, great. I am honored that I was able to help you today.
And thank you for that.
I thank you for that very much. Okay. And I'll go ahead and go through Deborah's questions. I know you heard them all, so we'll just go in and see what we can get. Let's see. So I'll go into the traveling question. So since we've moved all these sites today, what does U.S. travel look like for Deborah coming up here in the next months into the next year? Any direction she should go in particular?
Currently, she's been in a resting phase, and we're happy that she's in a resting phase. So we want her to take it slow. and we will guide her. But we know that she's going to be visiting Mount Shasta again, and we salute that. We look forward to her coming back, and also going down to California will be another area where she'll get to see some people she's very close with, and it's kind of a saying goodbye, because there's people there that she won't be seeing very much after this.
Okay.
So it's kind of a closing of a very long cycle in her life. But it'll be a good closure. And we feel like we'll be guiding her where to go next. And again, he loves to plot and plan, but no overthinking. It'll be brought to her consciousness as she goes. But from California, most likely it will be back up to Washington again, where she's been invited to go in the spring.
Okay.
But her year is going to be very full and exciting and powerful, and expansive. It's going to be good. It's going to be really, really good.
Great. Is there anything else coming up in 2021 for her to look for, to experience?
She's going to come more into the fullness of who she truly is in 2021. Who she's been working on becoming is going to blossom into her true self in a much deeper way.
Great. So more integration.
Lots of integration,
Okay.
but all very exciting.
Great.
So,
oh, go ahead.
I'm sorry, as she used to identify herself as a mother and a grandmother and a nurse and all these different things. Yes, she'll always be a mother and a grandmother, but the label of nurse is no more. And now she can experience the true Debbie that was always supposed to be there, that always was, but you had to find her.
Great. And is she aware of her higher self, who her higher self is?
She gets glimpses of me. I'm more androgynous.
Okay.
In meditation, she is shown pictures. It's a very androgynous male-female face. But yes, she's seen me.
Okay. Great. And if only if it's appropriate at this time, I'm just going kind of on my gut instinct to ask, do you go by a name? Is there a name that would be understandable or translated into English?
I'm not getting anything.
Okay. Might not be time.
It will come later.
Okay. Perfect. All right. Let's see. And on her travels, that are coming, sounds like there's going to be lots of travel. Will her twin, will your twin be accompanying you as discussed for any part of this?
Is very much part of the plan. Her twin is fully on board. Her twin wants to travel with her, and her twin is in the process of learning a lot of truths
Okay.
about her life, what her life has been up to now, and the dissolution of that life.
Mhm.
And yes, they will be traveling together, but it may be several months before that happens.
Okay.
And she
Will,
will be divorcing.
okay. That's exactly what I was just going to ask.
It's Debbie has a very good understanding at this juncture. The personality of her twin and how her twin thinks as
Mhm.
an sign. And how do I say this? She understands it's a process, and there may be some steps back and steps forward and steps back and steps forward, but it's all leading to the finish, which is it's finished. She knows it's finished, and it's just the process of working through it. But yes, they will
Great.
be.
That's
They have a
wonderful.
big mission together, and they both know this.
Mm-hmm.
They both
Great.
know that they're supposed to work together, and they both want to work together.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Okay, let's see. And she was asking about um, the business. Will her business begin to take off this next year?
It will. She really has nothing to worry about as far as having enough monetarily or clientele coming forward. The big thing for her is going to be that website,
Okay.
um, because counting on social media to be your bread and butter or to bring in your clients, it's great in theory, but it's not going to be the way forward. The way forward is going to be not only traveling and meeting people in her travels who she then does sessions with, but that website is going to open a whole new world to her, and it will help that there are some groups that um, offer you to promote yourself
Mm-hmm.
with your website. That will help. But the big thing is going to be the traveling, the meeting new people, new energy, and the website. And
Okay.
she's going to be fine.
Great. She'll be happy to know that. I know she was, feeling concerned about bringing, having income. So
She
that's
will
good.
begin to generate an income. But the first 2 or 3 months of the year, the new year, she shouldn't concern herself with how it's going to unfold or when it's going to unfold. It is going to unfold naturally, and she will have income going forward, but the first few months may unfold a little slow
Okay.
in that respect.
Okay.
But not
Good.
to.
Wonderful. And so that takes me to the question about money. Will she be successful in this next year monetarily?
Once her name gets out there and she starts working with people, um, and the advertisement of the website and word of mouth, she's going to have more work than she knows what to do with. So
Okay.
at some point she'll be complaining.
Okay.
There's no time. So just enjoy the ride is really what I'm saying.
Great. That's great. And as far as all that kind of stuff goes, money and being taken care of and whatnot, will we see as a whole an improvement in that area for everyone? Are we about where we can start making those changes and seeing that that abundance that we all, that we came here for?
Absolutely. We're in a very expansive period of not only truths being shown and old paradigms crumbling, but more than ever, the light workers, the psychics, any of those types of businesses are going to be the demand of the future, because as all these old structures and paradigms crumble and the truths come out, people are going to start waking up to the fact that there's way more than what they've been shown or taught, and they're going to want to start learning.
Right.
And yes, this is like the best time for all of that.
Great.
And everybody is going to start being very abundant in all ways with this.
Good. That's great. Thank you.
Welcome.
And as you've heard, she had some questions about Devin and her grandson. So when she does go into traveling, for her periods of traveling, will Devin and the baby, will they be okay while she's gone?
Yes, the baby is protected always by Devin's father, grandfather.
Okay.
The baby is energetically very strong and high spiritual knowledge already imprinted in him. He's safe. And Devin coming into her own now by pushing her out the door into her own surroundings, though it's been scary, Devin is now coming into her own, and they're safe. They are in a good place, and this apartment that they're in is safe. They're going to be fine.
Great.
And Devin is surrounded with guides and very open to her intuition. She's good.
Great. That's great. That'll take a weight off the shoulders. That's wonderful. Will Devin be able to do her relocation to Arizona? Right now, she's got a kind of a plan to go in mid 2022.
That's a definite yes. Arizona is the best place for her, and she's known that for many years now. It just wasn't right before. She wasn't meant to go with her mom, and her mom didn't want to be there anyway. So yes, she will go. She will definitely go.
Is there any particular area that she might be gravitate towards, or would be good for her?
I'm hearing Pine Top.
Okay.
Pine Top, Arizona. Devin likes snow. It does snow in Pine Top.
Okay.
But it's drier climate.
Yeah.
Devin does not do good in the Pacific Northwest. It's drier and it has heat in the summer. I'm hearing Pine Top or in that general area.
Okay. Great. Fantastic.
She should visit it.
Yeah. Visit the Pine Top. I'll write this down. Beautiful. Okay. Is there any other information or messages, anything else that did you see that Deborah needs to know right now?
Just that 2021 is going to be a very expansive year for everybody. A lot of truth being shown, a lot of continued changes, and just the best way to do it is go with the flow. Don't have too many expectations about what should be or shouldn't be. Just ride the wave and just allow it to unfold, and all will be well. Everything is working out in divine timing, just as it should for everyone.
Wonderful. Okay. Excuse me. And I know you heard as we were going through the questions, the way she worded it was when how much longer we have to deal with this corona crap. Whether it is corona or not corona, how much longer?
Let me see. One to 3 months is what I get. But, timelines are shifting and changing so quickly.
Yeah.
1 to 3 months is what sticks out.
Okay.
And it has to do with a lot of truth and falling away.
Yeah.
And dismantling.
Yeah.
Dismantling would be a big word.
Okay. Perfect. So as more and more truth comes out, it falls away.
Yes.
Yeah. It's beautiful. Good. We didn't know that. Okay. Now, let's see. Would you like to? I know that Deborah has already received quite a bit of upgrading and some healing today. Would you like to go ahead and scan through her body and her aura and everything and make sure that nothing else needs to attention?
Yes, please.
Okay. So we'll you can start wherever. You can start either at the top or you can start at the bottom and just work your way either down or up. And just tell me what you see, what you come across as you go, what that looks like.
We're going to start at the top.
Okay.
And her aura is very strong. She's just emanating. It's like a red golden color at this time from her head. It's like a halo.
Beautiful.
Head. But the injury that she got is healed.
Great.
Though she does have to protect that left side. It's weak, so she has to be careful with physical type things.
Okay.
Sports, things like that. Just
Okay.
be mindful of that. Her teeth are good, strong. Neck is in good position. Spine and back are very strong. Clearing more meridians right now. chest and torso are clear.
Good.
Abdominal cavity looks good. Hips and pelvis are strong. Bones are all very strong. Her legs are good. Feet are good. That bone in her foot is back where it's supposed to be.
Okay.
The arms are good. The right hand had a nerve that was cut in the thumb, and we worked on that, so it doesn't have that chronic numbness there like it was
good.
before. Right, it's just a little tingle.
Okay.
The that cyst in the right elbow area is gone. She still needs to take it easy with the right arm for maybe another month, just to allow it energetically to repattern itself completely,
Okay.
so it doesn't happen again. In her aura, I don't see any rips or tears or attachments.
Great.
Karma wise, she's good. Like she's worked through and cleared lifetimes of karma. Yeah, she's good.
That's great.
Thing is good.
Fantastic. Yeah. A lot of work today. It's fantastic. Okay.
So she really should just rest for a couple more few days, probably. Just take it and integrate.
Yeah. So lots of rest. Good.
And water.
Okay. Rest and water. Okay. Yeah. So we've got the solstice here in a few days. So yeah, we want her to be nice and ready for that. Good.
She has a retreat that day for 6 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and then transmission. And that's okay to do those, but we just mean not to be real physical.
Okay. Good. And once she has she had mentioned, you know, she's been resting a lot, trying to heal and recover, and she had mentioned, you know, not being as active as she was, and you know, gaining weight and whatnot. That would naturally reverse itself once the period of rest is over, right? And would it not?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just temporary.
Yeah. Great. Okay. Let's see here. And since the body scan looks good, if there are any other, and there may not be because we've done so much, if there are any other pathways or energy structures that are ready to activate, you go ahead and do that. And if there's any other wisdom from other lifetimes it's appropriate to have, you could go ahead and download it. And if there are any seals of any kind blocking the free flow of energy, we can clear them. Is there anything out of that that is being done or needs to be done at this time?
Not that I can see. There must have been a seal clear because her head is feeling lighter at this point.
Gotcha.
And it was the left side of the head mostly that came through. I'm sorry, I had to open my eyes for a minute.
That's all right.
Phone was ringing. um, no. So you cleared something. I don't know what you cleared, but you cleared something because
Good. Good.
It was feeling really heavy, and then it got lighter.
That's great. Good. Kind. Let's see here. Is there anything else that wants to be shared for Deborah that we haven't discussed today?
I don't think so. Not at this time.
Okay.
There's a lot to integrate.
Yeah, absolutely. And are there any messages from any other beings of light that haven't been said or want to come forward?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
Good. Let's see. Are there any messages that need to be shared for the collective at all?
Just that if things appear to not be moving currently, you can very much believe that they are. And very soon, very, very soon, you're going to start seeing what everybody is talking about actually happening. And this planet is protected and looked over by the Galactic Federation of Light, many other off-planetary beings of love and light, and this huge worldwide operation is coming to full fruition. And soon you will see the proof of that. It's
great.
And not to be afraid, because what comes after the truth is released is all expanding love and knowledge and gifts and just so much joy will be coming after the truth unfolds.
Wonderful. That's great. That's good. So what is being presented out there is not what's really going on. They're presenting a false front.
Yes. I mean, a lot of the truthers out there have an idea of what they think is going on.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is speculation, because how could they really tell everybody the truth and keep it a secret at the same time?
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of it is just speculation.
Yeah.
Not to say that it's not true, children being saved and the dark ones being removed. That's all true. It's just not necessarily in the way that they think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Okay. The only other question I have, and only if it's appropriate, are there any messages for me before we close out today?
You're in a huge expansive period too, and we're very happy that you went on your trip and did your anchoring, and that your counterpart is awakening.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's going to take you into an expansion together, and mission together. that's going to begin unfolding in the next year.
Great.
Your business is strong. Your business is good. Your service is good. And you're going to also expand and grow as well. And we recommend to you also, and you already know this, a website.
Yes.
A website.
Thank you.
But your mission is a big one, and you're going to start seeing more downloads and truths and how to move forward going forward.
That's great. Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate that. Okay.
Oh.
All right. Let's see. So I think we've gone through everything. Do you feel like we've reached completion today?
I do.
Okay. Great.
Yes.
Great. Okay.
Thank
Well, thank you. Thank you. Okay. Now, I would like to ask the higher self and all of the other beings who assisted today to recede into the background and continue the work over these next few days and nights. And you can continue your healing work in the background.